What Wike wants is impeachment, and he's not backing down. You see how HOA issued order to Fubara, Ogbonna. Amos, a legal practitioner, has stated that former Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has not given up on his plan to get Governor Siminalayi Fubara removed from office. In an interview with Signature TV, Ogbonna said what President Bola Tinubu did by declaring a state of emergency and suspending Fubara was actually a way of giving the governor a soft landing. He said what Wike wanted was the impeachment of Fubara, and he is still determined to achieve this goal. Maybe that is why God has raised Showore against him. Ogbonna said the recent actions of the Rivers State House of Assembly shows this clearly. He said the Rivers State House of Assembly recently reconvened and immediately began issuing fresh demands to the governor. Yes, as in, I was like, what is this? People not even allow him to drink water and drop cup. And people just resumed and you're already asking him for the list of commissioners. What happened? It's true. He said within just 2 hours of resuming, the lawmakers ordered Governor Fubara to submit the list of his commissioner nominees and also present the 2025 budget before the House. He also said these were the very issues that had originally caused the conflict between Fubara and the assembly members. In Ogbonna's words, what Wike planned was complete impeachment and he's not backing down. As he's not backing down, Showore will not back down from seeing that he falls, because I don't understand the man's problem. You can see that the House of Assembly was reconvened yesterday, and immediately in less than 2 hours after they reconvened, they issued an order to the governor to submit list of his commissioner nominees and then present the budget of 2025. They didn't even take time to sit down on their seats and they are already issuing orders. The same thing that caused the problem. How can you order the governor of a state to submit the list of commissioner nominees? Those lawmakers, truly, they have something inside their cupboard. They have something against Fubara. And that is why probably God has raised Showore to frustrate Wike at this point in time so that he will not have time for Fubara. Iyama Festo says, yes, Mr. Ogbonna, you are right. Akudo Amalha says, psychologically to fight Wike is simple because he's a loud creature. First, silence is the greatest weapon against such type. Second, disarm him by identifying those he has planted against you. If possible, wisely become friendly with them while still being cautious of your mission. From this point, he is a finished man already. Anagiga says, on a personal note, first, the state of emergency was illegal. 2, the truce broker by PBAT was one-sided. 3, the lifting of the suspension of Fubara and the president broadcast shortfall is that he did not make open the content of the agreements reached before it. 4, wife and the speaker-led state assembly have hidden agenda. Wife Abibike, okay. 5, Fubara have the upper hands. Make the permanent secretary take charge of ministries for now. To settle down and forget appointing commissioners, Assembly hasty calls on IPAB's probe 8. Okay? Mahmoud Boss says, this was how it started, a certain thoughts on Fubara's mind that led to the state of emergency. The enemies of River State have started again. But it stated the obvious anyway, because if not that those people really like Wahala, why was it that the very day that people resumed, you did not even do, let's do welcome party, you did not do any of that. Immediately you were asking him to come and give you the list of commissioners. You should come and defend the 2025 budget. What are people up to? Really? What are they really up to? Baban Binta says, Wike is hell-bent to get Fubara out of office for something deeper and more terrible than what is being presented to the public, and the real cause of the rift between them. Fubara as the governor has uncovered a terrible mess perpetrated by Wike when he was the governor. Once the secret is blown open, Wike will inevitably face prosecution. Tinubu is the barrier shielding Wike from being put off. Of course, we know. It's because of the federal backing that he has. If not, Hango don't really touch him. Hango don't touch him more. As Tengo says, please don't say things you know nothing about. I detest when people incite the masses against someone. How can you with your age make this kind of statements? What was wrong with the statements? And sound unreasonably. If that was the original intention of Wike and the members of the House of Assemblies, Wike would not have allowed President Tinubu to declare a state of emergency. The state of emergency was a strategy for reconciliation. And you should leave River State Wike and Fubara allow and think of something better for yours. Okay now. Keluo says the wicked have done the worst. Consequently, the executive governor remains. In other words, the conspirator should not forget that what goes around comes around. Joseph Jonah says Wike is power drunk and this power will put him in trouble. And Amechi handed power to Wike and Amechi didn't checkmate Wike. Wike, God is watching your pride and arrogance. Repent before God strike you down. Dumaka Joseph says the governor should be wise. He should first of all change all the seats and tables around him. He should be eating with a long spoon with them. Yes, so. COT Engineering says tell Wike to go and face Shore. Wike is about to be used as a scapegoat for the wickedness of APC. And he's not good. He's good now. He's good. Elisha says they were doing that in order to find fault again. Exactly. That was why they are saying should bring the list of his commissioners. So that they will say, oh, we've given you so days, you did not bring the list of your commissioners, and that problem will start. Andrew Oyale says they should be careful of Nepal revolution. Let us not start from River State. Yemo, why didn't you people start since? I beg you, Raymond says house of exile and hangover. Lawrence says I would advise the governor to be strategic and what's the brain? The remote control House of Assembly powers can be broken. You must not allow the House of Assembly to use him as puppet. He is the governor. All he needs is think and think. He can still outsmart those versus snake with their godfather, Wike. I pray so. Razak says it seems you don't know the functions of the House of Assembly. They haven't done anything wrong. In fact, they are starting on a good note. What they ask for is what they should ask for. Also, Chinedu says, I felt the same way until Wike appeared on Politics Today last Friday and said he's not interested on the list of those to be made commissioner. Who told you he's not interested? Abi is the one that gave them name safe. He's not interested. People talk say he's not interested, but he is fully interested in everything that is going on. I beg you. Jebaya says, I talk more. That order asking for Fubara, the returning governor, is a clear indication that all was not over. Come to think of it, the governor has not even resumed. Indeed, it's pity that Fubara has been pocketed and he has no face. Wike is the governor of River State, yes so, while Fubara occupied the seat to bear the name. It would have been better Fubara had resigned on his own and never come back. Let Wike and his Amewole be cohorts. Let them reign forever. Abi, I thought he would do so too, but he didn't do that. So, it's okay, Sha. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. Till some other time. Bye.